Greetings, ladies and gentlemen of the internet. This is the Rock and Roll Spot coming at you. It's a quick update video, really. No real overreaching topic or anything. Just heads up of what's to come in future months. First off, I will be doing some regular segments. Quite possibly also be putting out more than one video a week. At least, not maybe not all the time, but fairly regularly at least. First up, we will be doing a regular segment, starting with either the start of the new fall TV season or the return of HBO's Newsroom, called the Weekly TV Roundup. Now, the Weekly TV Roundup, I will basically be going over a handful of shows that I watch and talk about what happened this past week and my thoughts and whatnot. Those shows, for those wondering, are Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Sleepy Hollow, Arrow, Flash, Newsroom, Game of Thrones, Agent Carter, Gotham, Constantine are all maybes for that. Basically, I'm going to watch the first episode of each one, and if I like it, I'll keep watching and keep reviewing. If not, well, I'm not going to bother with it. Also, True Detective is a maybe. Depends on what I think of the beginning of the new season, both new cast, new story, so on and so forth. Also, before the new season of each show starts, I will be doing a catch-up episode about each of the returning series, meaning Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Sleepy Hollow, Arrow, Newsroom, and Game of Thrones. Now, Game of Thrones, its catch-up episode will not be done until this coming spring because, well, that's when the season's going to start. So I figure it's best if the week before, including Game of Thrones in the mix, is probably when the catch-up episode will air. Anyways, moving on. The next segments, most of which will be just occasional things that I decide, hey, let's go for one of these. First off, we have In Defense Of. Now, In Defense Of will be a segment in which I take a movie that is often, and in my opinion, wrongly maligned, and defend it. I won't shy away from mentioning the problems with it, but I'll also try to prove, or at least show why I think the movies in question are not as bad as most people like to think they are. There'll also be the HeroClix 101 segment, in which I'll be explaining both how the game HeroClix works and also some of the history about the game. For those who may not remember or don't know what I'm talking about, HeroClix is a collectible miniatures game which I did a video on a few weeks back after the Deadpool set came out. Here's actually one of the figures from that set, Cable. Let's see, there's also When Good Ideas Go Bad, which I'll mainly be looking at movies that started off with a promising premise and just did not deliver, and in fact really went wrong. But there's possibly going to be a segment about movies I dislike, explaining just why I dislike them so much. And this will be about the ones I really dislike, not just, oh, I watched that, it wasn't my thing. No, this is kind of like, well, I'm not getting that time back. We've all seen movies like where we said that, right? In October, there will be a theme for the channel. Every video that is not a TV roundup video in October will be horror related, because October, Halloween, it all goes hand in hand, right? There will be more movie reviews, just not as often as I thought they would be coming along, really. Just hopefully in a few weeks I'll be doing one on Guardians of the Galaxy. And then, of course, there will be other random videos coming along, including when something comes along that I feel I need to say something about, political videos, much like the Hobby Lobby Supreme Court decision from a few weeks ago. Anyway, that's all I got. Sorry the video's a day late. Thanks for bearing with me. Feel free to follow me on Twitter like the channel's Facebook page, subscribe to the channel here on YouTube, like the video if you like it. That's all I got. So until next time, live long, rock hard.